Hello and welcome to my video about Edmodo. First of all, I'm going to go ahead and take you through a tour of logging into Edmodo and being able to use it from a student's perspective as well as a teacher's perspective. So first of all, I'm going to go ahead and log in as a student. On the first page that I see before me is a page that the student will see if I'm logging in as a student. The very first thing I would need to do if I'm a new student is joining Edmodo for the first time. So here I see a join button, and I can see from my screen that there's already some things that have already been posted on here. So this is from the teacher to the student, and this is an alert that the teacher set up to say wear red today. So that's an alert that the teacher has previously gone ahead and set up. And I can go ahead and reply or tag this, or I can go ahead and react to this, and my teacher should be able to get my message. The next thing that the teacher has done is also gone ahead and put out a note saying that there is no library today. So again, I have the same options to do here. I can reply or I can react. And the next one is from the student to the GED group. This group right here that has already been created. Previously, the student has written that the student is not feeling well today and will be going home early. This is a note from the student to the teacher saying that the student will not be in class today, so only the teacher gets to see this note. So again, here you have a lot of different things that you can post as well as you can reply to. And if I was to go ahead and type a new post here, I can also go ahead and do that. And if I wanted to attach a file with my note, I can go ahead and do that as well. And I can go ahead and send it to my teacher or to myself or to the group. So those are my options here. Looking at the top, I have my planner, and here I can either plan by the day. I can go ahead and set up different reminders for myself. It basically works as a planner for me to be able to plan throughout my week or throughout the month. So here I can get either a monthly view or I can get a weekly view, and I can go ahead and set that up. So here I've set up one task and one event. This is my event here for practice. So on Friday I have a practice test number 3, and my task is for me to borrow notes from one of my classmates, and for another classmate to ask for her binder. So once these are complete, I can go ahead and check off complete and I can save. So it shows up that I have already done that. I can also go ahead and set up things for the future. So if I want to study for the next test, which is going to be someday, I can go ahead and I can post notes here as well. So similarly, I can go ahead and add events or tasks as I need, and I can also see this in a monthly view if I needed. The next thing we'll see is the progress. So here I'm looking at the progress for myself as a student. Here I don't really have anything. My teacher hasn't really graded anything, but my teacher has assigned me a badge. I have already earned one badge from the teacher, and this is an early bird badge that my teacher assigned to me, so I already have that. And similarly, I can be receiving more badges as the teacher sees that I'm doing good or if I'm progressing well, so I can collect as many badges. Here I can set up a profile for myself if I'm a student. I can go ahead and my badges, I can see or ask for my badges from my teacher, as well as my classmates. I don't really have any classmates yet here, so I don't see anything. I've gone ahead added my favorite quote here, and I can go ahead and click on the edit button if I wanted to change something out. I have it's asking me how I like to learn, so I'm a hands-on learner as a student, so I've gone ahead and put that up here. My career goal in the future would be to become a teacher, so I've gone ahead and clicked on edit, and there's a lot of different options for me to choose from. So I've gone ahead and I've picked one that I like, and that's something that completes my profile. If I look under activity, this is just a summary of how many times I've been able to log in and how long I've been logging in. So this is all my recent activity here, and these are all the different postings that I have done either to the teacher or to the group. My next would be app. So I would go to my photo editor. I can go ahead and select various things from the computer, from my personal computer. I can upload photos. Here I already done that. I've added a recent photo. And if I look at the photo, there are so many different options that I can actually choose to redo my photo. So this photo did not have any wordings or anything on it. So I went ahead and I added text, and I was able to type right over the picture, and I typed in room. So I can go ahead and add any other features that I need to, as far as I see, to change my to change the look of my picture. So I can go ahead and do that as well. Okay, so it's just a fun way for me to be able to design my page. So I'm going to go ahead and go out of this. And there's also a school tube. If I go to this has the option for me to log in with my username and password and to be able to view some of the videos that are on here through Edmodo. Coming down here, if I look here, there is my backpack. So this is basically a file folder system where I can see all the files and the links and the folders that I have uploaded here. So it's a nice preview for me to be able to see. I can filter this as well. If I just want to look at the links or just look at the files, I can go ahead and do that as well. So this basically just gives me more of an option. I can also add more as I need to, and see if I can just kind of get an overview of everything that I have. So basically this gives you a tour of the way the student would look at the screen. I'm going to go ahead and log out at this point and log in as a teacher. Oops. Okay, obviously it's not letting me log in. Okay, there we go. Okay, so here I am logged in as a teacher. I can see the same alerts that I put out for my students, and I can see the same alerts here. This is my home page. This is where I can start off. This is the code that I need if I have to join any groups or anything like that. I can go ahead and click on join. I do need a group code to be able to join, just like my student needs a code to join my group. So I need a code to join somebody else's group as a teacher. So that option is there. If I wanted to do that, I can join as many groups as I needed to, and be a part of different communities here. I can browse through some of the selections that they have. Let's just say if I want to again be a part of science, since I teach science right now, so that's what I can do. Coming back up here, this is again back to my home page. Up here I have the similar features just like my student did. I can go ahead and look at my planner, and I can also plan. Right now I just have a someday option for finishing to grade my quizzes. Next I can look at the option of progress, so I can kind of get a comprehensive view of my students. So right now my only student right now has really no grade assigned to her. She has not really taken her science quiz yet, so as soon as she does, then her grade will appear here. If I look at the badges, she has earned 1 badge, so I can go ahead and assign her more if I needed to, depending on how she's doing. Okay, next I can go ahead and look at the libraries. Just like my student, I also get an option to see all the different files that I can store, and I can keep on adding more if I need to, if I wanted to select any more. But here I can go ahead and add as many things. The nice thing here is I can add things from my Google Docs, or I can attach to my post if I needed to, and I can add and upload as many things via my computer. And the same thing again here for apps. I can go to the store. The store offers a bunch of different things here for me to be able to browse through. But I do notice that there are selections here which do cost money. So if I'm teaching science, I can come here and look through all the 48 different options that they have here, and I can choose something that's to my budget, and something that I could see, or something that could help my students as well. So I have that option to purchase something from the store if I needed to. And same thing, I also see other options as well, just like my student did. So if I wanted to go ahead and select any of those, I could do that as well. Looking back at my home page, looking at the top here, I created different notes. So my notes here was no library today. That was my note that I had sent out to my student. Then I had created an alert and just warning her that not to wear any red today. Here, if I look, there's my assignment tab. So if I have to attach an assignment, so let's just say I'm going to select a file and ask her to complete an assignment. Okay, so let's just select any random assignment for her. So I want her to be able to finish an assignment, and let's just say I want to send it to her. I'm going to go ahead and type her name here and pretty much select her name. If I wanted to put a due date here, let's just say if it's going to be due on the 5th, I can assign the due date. I can assign the title, so my title would be test, and I can describe it. Please study chapters 1 through 5, and I can go ahead and send it now, or I can schedule to send it. So I'm going to go ahead and just send it to her, so that way she can have it. Okay, and while that's waiting, I'm going to go on, and if I look through here, there's a quiz option. And this is again the quiz that I had previously set up for her to be able to take the science quiz, and the quiz is available for her to take, and as soon as she takes the quiz, I can go ahead and give her a grade on it, and I can grade it for her and see how she does. So when I go back and look at my overview of how my students are doing, I can assign her a grade right there. Okay, that file is still going, but we'll move on. This is my poll option. If I wanted to go ahead and get a poll or like a feeling for my class to be able to see how they feel at this point, I can go ahead and create a poll, and I can ask a question. How was the test? Easy or hard? And I can select two options here, easy or hard. And I can again send that to her, and I will go ahead and press send, and hopefully that will go this time. Okay, so once she sees it, she can either select either one of those and vote to see how she feels at this point. I think maybe my assignment file was probably too big, and that's why it wasn't being accepted by Edmodo, so maybe I need to kind of look at compressing my file. So that's basically all the features that are up here available for the teachers to be able to give to their students. Lastly, there's two tabs here, Discover and Insights. If I want to see, there's all these different cells that kind of relate to my field, so I can look through this here, and maybe on my own time I can study this further as a teacher and see if there's something that I could use from here. Insights, basically it just kind of gives me a reaction of how my class is feeling. So just like my students could reply to me, they can tell me how they're feeling at this point, how they're reacting. So that's basically the whole picture of how Edmodo works. I really hope that you learned something and that you've enjoyed this tutorial, and I thank you for visiting my tutorial, and hope to see you next time. Thank you.